Welcome to another episode of The Title Unknown. I am Format Entity, and with me always is Mr.
Getalinks here.
Mr. Getalinks. And we are picking up on an episode 5. Been working it along here. So you were out at the GenCon and everything, and you made your way back home. How has the travels been?
Travel was good. Made really good time. Had a lot of fun while I was down there.
You got to hit up some couple people or anything?
Yeah, I met with, well, I didn't meet him, but I saw Will Wheaton there. I saw Nichelle Nichols there, who's Uhura from Star Trek.
Uhura?
Yep.
And
met up with a couple of our gaming buddies, people from Konami, the people from Wizards of the Coast. Hey, spent some time with our good friends, the Damsels of Dorkington.
Damsel of Dorkington. I remember the Raptor and Blythe and Daniel back in the day when I went to GenCon. They're the damsels I remember. Any different?
Well, now it's Jeff, Blythe, Rissy, and Adriana.
Ah, Rissy. Rissy's the Red Raptor. And they're, Daniel switched, right?
Yes, now it's Adriana.
Adriana. And did you get to see their show?
Yes, I did. It was the comic book comedy. Nice spoof on comic books and superpowers and things like that. If you get a chance to see their shows, you definitely should check it out.
Like totally original, based off of what?
Nothing. They did a complete improv show.
Because normally it's based off of past stuff. You know,
Yep.
they did a Hamlet one. They did Friday the 13th one, I think. They did.
No, this one was complete audience requested superpowers and audience requested names, and they made it up as they went.
That is insane. That is awesome. All right. So, any other grand news from GenCon?
Nope, that's about it.
I lost the doc. Oh, there it is. All right. So, you know, I've bobbled into their Google Plus. They do a podcast each week with Jeff and Blythe and Rissy. They normally always do a podcast each week and everything.
Yeah, I did discuss with Jeff that if he was interested, that they might want to come on to our podcast at some point and have a little one-on-one, and Jeff and Blythe were definitely interested in it, so we'll be getting them on the air pretty soon.
It'd be nice if we can drop in on theirs too.
Absolutely.
I think theirs are on a Thursday though, but
Yes.
that'd still be fun. Gonna have to make the time to drop in. Anyway, another friend there. I actually paid money to do this, but it was fun. It's called the Morning Stream. I paid for a broadcast for them to do an ad. So here's the ad spot. I want to play it here too, because I actually find it quite entertaining. They kind of stumbled on the lyrics or the typing, and you know, I'm not a writer. Mr. Alt 1. Oh yeah, Mr. Alternative 1. You're still there with us, right?
I am here.
You are there. This is our guest, first guest, hang out with our live show, Mr. Alternative 1. Is there any way you can make yourself any louder tonight?
Sure.
Alright. You try that out.
How's it?
That's a little better. Very good.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play the ad spot here. And you actually get a good ad spot out of this too. So here it is. This is the Title Unknown podcast ad spot on the morning stream.
Come and enjoy. Includes a weekly review from the Alternative One.
Hey, it's Celebrity Poop brought to you by
the Title Unknown podcast. This is a podcast where Getalinks and Format Entity cover a few wide range of topics each week. Few wide range. Okay, so all geeks, freaks, zombie killers, Star Wars and Star Trek nuts, game fanatics, media lovers, fans of TCGs, and sci-fi fans come and enjoy. Includes a weekly review from thealternative1.blogspot.com, weekly giveaways, usually TCG cards, plus discussions on some of the weirdest stuff ever found on the internet. Visit www.thetitleUnknown.com or follow format_entity for more information.
That'd be on the tweeter.
That'd be on the Twitter.
You may wanna
Format_entity.
check it out on the tweeter.
Yeah, I got a little confused there by the few wide range. Are there a few topics or a wide range of topics?
Oh, that's a little typo.
Yes, I'm going to fix that since we got another day of it.
Yeah, do that.
Or there's a few wide range of topics. I don't know how that was misunderstood, but very much thanks to the Morning String for playing the ad spot and everything. But yeah, that's what we do here. We play a few topics of a wide range. I don't know. I'm not very good at grammar or anything, so never claim to be.
Don't ever claim.
But anyway, we also put up another burnt up pod. What was that, Alt 1?
Run it through your editor first.
Well, I'd hope you weren't around. You were off at that Milwaukee thing.
I have email.
But we'll make our money better well spent, I guess, next time. But the Burnt Up podcast, me and episode 2, Mr. Bumquist stood in, and he did fill in for Mr. Getalinks. I couldn't make it and everything. And me and Mr. Bumquist had some fun, and we're going to put out a 30-minute, under 30 minutes at least, podcast a week. It's called Burnt Up. We're going to have some fun with that. And then episode 2 is out already, so we did that. And then the biggest news I have for the week, for the weekly highlights, is Doctor Who Season 7 is airing on September 1st. So, there was some confusion earlier this week, just this Monday. We're recording on Friday night, and just this Monday there was a BBC America commercial that played the trailer, and it said September 8th. And then BBC, the true BBC over in UK, had September 1 time slot blocked out. And then other series have said later this fall. So no one ever knew for sure. But from what I understand, right now, coming to the full head, and hopefully you already know already, you're not coming here to find out when the Doctor Who shows, but I hear it's totally September 1st. Set your DVRs, get it ready, and enjoy the next season of Doctor Who. It's going to get pretty nuts in that one. So, we ready for topic 1?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, the first topic 1 I came across was called edible packaging. This came across on the Huffington Post, from what I understand. But the scientists, all these great minds and everything, are working on something that we can actually eat while we package our food.
So basically, why bother even opening your gallon of milk? Let's just eat the gallon of milk.
Or the hamburger. You know, you go there, you get a Big Mac, you get a Whopper. It comes wrapped up, right? Why unwrap it? You can just,
why would you want to do that?
You don't even need to unwrap it. You can just start flipping biting it.
I am so hungry. I don't have time for the 5 seconds to unwrap this. I need to eat it right now.
I can't do it. I can't open the box. They put things that like connect and dig down. You have to press it right in the right spot to unlock this cardboard box. That's way complicated.
Yeah, it's called a Happy Meal.
I don't need to deal with that shit. No, cardboard folds in weird places that I can't figure out. You know?
You never got the toy out of Happy Meal, did you? You couldn't figure out how to
Oh,
get
it's
it.
wrapped in a plastic block, vacuum sealed.
Well, now you can eat it. You can eat the
vacuum-
bag to get to the toy.
There we go. And I want to eat the toy. The toy's not edible, so I could start eating and I'll get the fucking toy out.
I wonder if they're sugar-free.
But anyway, so to give a little background on it, Harvard University scientists had developed a material that can be used to wrap, bottle, or otherwise package food, which tastes like the food it contains too. So it's not only like it's a dull flavor or anything. Whatever you're using this as will mask and identify with the food that it's wrapping, which is also kind of cool.
That's retarded.
No, it's way cool. I mean, fuck. If you have the hamburger and you're like, I want to taste hamburger, but the wrapping is in a way I don't want to wrap it, and I know I'm going to get a dull taste. I know I can eat through the wrapping, but I'm going to have a dull taste through the wrapping. Or if I just eat it through the wrapping, it's going to taste the same as if I unwrapped it. Right?
Sure.
So that's pretty much the thing.
And
It
a
doesn't
Harvard person came up with this.
Of course. Biomedical engineer David Edwards led the team that created WikiCells. Why would they call it WikiCells? Wikipedia, like other people and everything. That makes it sound more fake. WikiCells. I don't know why
I'm
they
just
went
thinking
with that.
what he's told his parents who paid for his schooling that he invented edible wrapping.
But yeah, oh, that's good for him because there's probably going to be
Because this
all
is going
kinds
to
of
take
companies.
off.
There's going to be probably plenty of companies that's going to do it, but novel edible forms for eating and drinking transportable foods and drinks without plastic. This is actually very useful with foods and drinks for restaurants, homes, and offices for delivery to and purchase in stores and for production and delivery to places in the world where recycling and disposal of plastic produce a major human and environmental hazard. So that's the whole point. We're eliminating all the packaging materials. It's edible. Even if it's edible, if you don't eat it, it's biodegradable. That's a pro too, right?
That is a pro. I will go with that one.
Alright. So let's continue with this WikiCell thing. Because he does go on. So the WikiCells consist of a natural food membrane held together by electrostatic forces and contain a liquid emulsion, foam,
Emulsion.
Or a solid food substance, possibly with an edible or biodegradable shell. Possibly. Maybe. That might be there.
All I'm thinking is those little pellets I used to get when I was a kid that throw in and they turn into dinosaurs after 16 hours.
You drop a piece of water and you're like, watch it grow.
Yeah, right?
No,
My
seriously.
hamburger is going to grow out of a pill now.
The Nintendo Power magazine has been dying off. It's dead, apparently. But that
What? Where did that come from?
that absolutely no. This absolutely resurrected a lot of the old commercials that took place for Nintendo Power. And there's actually a scene where Mario breaks out of the TV and grows muscles and breaks your living room TV set. You know, like a piece of water on a dinosaur growing thing. That's where I equate it to. Because Mario never had muscles. But it's still sad that Nintendo Power is gone. Anyway, moving on. So we have WikiCells. These WikiCells use special membrane technology that permits the fabrication of thin, delicious membranes with significant water diffusion resistance and all that stuff, and adjoin shells that allow for stability of the WikiCells over a long period of time. Because
See, 16 hours for your dinosaur.
just read that, and if you got that, you are more ahead than I am. But that still sounds like the water chemical prospect of growing your own dinosaur, as you said. But this thing is nowhere near market from what I can see. That's the end of the story.
Oh,
So Harvard is working on all this. They actually believe in this. And remember the word, membranes. The membrane is the main thing. Natural food membrane held together by electrostatic forces. And then there's also a special membrane technology that permits the fabrication of the thin, delicious membranes again, with significant water diffusion resistance and all that other fun stuff. So there's a lot of membrane stuff that happens before you can eat your paper wrapper off your hamburger. But would you do it?
No.
Ever?
No.
I tell you, it's safe. It totally tastes like the Whopper. Just eat it. You don't even need to unwrap it. You're
No.
still gonna unwrap it.
I'm still gonna unwrap it.
Forever and an eternity.
Well, just because of the fact alone that a person that works at Burger King, I don't know. I mean, no offense to people who work at Burger King, but they're touching my wrapper too. I mean, so what makes that sanitary? I thought the
Well,
wrapper was
somebody
meant to
put
keep everything clean.
Somebody put the burger on the bun. Somebody put the lettuce on there. Somebody has to touch your food all the time.
Yeah, but those burgers that are in those wrappers go down those slides down to your outside of your food, and I don't know.
Oh,
I think
that's kind of a good point, but
I need a
You don't
bag to
think-
go over my membrane now.
but you don't think before, back in the day, we used to make sandwiches for people, I'm sure, before there was even a piece of plastic ever made. We would hand a piece of sandwich over to somebody else who worked something different. I'm a sandwich chef. I do all kinds of crazy stuff, and you work in a mine, you build stuff. You're a carpenter, you're a blacksmith. I make sandwiches. So, but my sandwich that I hand over to you is going to be pure bread, meat, everything out of my hand. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah? And
Okay.
you're going to accept it. You're good. You're not going to die. You're going to eat it. You're going to be happy. So, steps came involved when we got into more mass media and mass production and everything to counteract any possible germ passing by.
We won't mention the fact that worse and worse, sicknesses happened also.
That comes from Mexico. Fuck them.
Oh, sorry.
So, anyway, you don't think that we still put more practices and barriers in place for the edible wrapper? Maybe the actual outcome is an unedible wrapper to wrap the edible wrapper.
Exactly. So we've gained what?
Absolutely nothing.
Good thing Harvard came up with this.
But you can eat your water bottle.
Oh, great. Well, it's a water membrane though, so I mean, won't it degrade in the water? I don't know. Boy.
No, it said they can make it into a bottle form too.
Oh boy.
So I don't know.
I can see you just walking down the street and your bottle just dissolve in your hands.
No, it doesn't dissolve. You can eat it, and it will hold water. So, have you ever been thirsty and hungry? You drink it, and you're like, I should just eat this shit.
Yeah, right? Somehow I'm not thinking this is a good idea.
I have no idea why they're spending their time on this shit.
We have nothing better to do research on. I mean, the world's hunger is solved, all diseases are taken care of, and we have interplanetary space shuttles going everywhere. Only thing left is edible paper wrappers.
I guess. So we have solid food substances that we can eat out of wrappers or something.
This was the last thing on their checklist of research things to do.
Oh
The world
my
is
God.
complete now.
That is so bad. So bad. Oh, wait. Alternative one. Are you still around?
I'm here.
You didn't chime in? What do you think about that? You want to eat your own wrapper?
Well, I'll tell you what my first thought was. I see a bunch of kids in a candy store just eating a whole bag full of stuff.
Yeah? That usually happens on the newest of all technologies.
Yes.
Called you
I-
grandpa
you know-
technology before.
I don't know. It sounds like a good thing to me. But as far as being practical, I don't know.
Alright. I want to give you, in place of the normal trivia, I want to give you at least three questions.
I'm listening.
And they're all book related and everything. So we have here. I want to highlight them for me. This is only for my own good. Hold on a second. All right. So you credit yourself. You give us book reviews.
Yeah.
And there's some sci-fi questions I came across. So, you ready for your challenge?
Go ahead.
As good as you can be, or are you a little nervous? A little nervous, or are you just good?
I'm good.
You're good, alright. Answer this question without reaching for your iPhone. Which science fiction book first mentioned a pocket computer? Number A, Robert Heinlein, Stranger in a Strange Land, 1961. Number B, or
Number B.
letter B, Larry Niven and Jerry Pornier, The Moat in
Cornelli.
God's Eye. Whatever. I'm trying to read shit. 1974. Or Isaac Asimov, I, Robot, 1950 is C. You have A, B, C.
Can I play two? Can I play two?
You gotta let him answer first.
Pocket computer, huh?
Pocket computer is in quotes.
I'm gonna go with Asimov's iRobot.
You're gonna go with Asimov's iRobot. Do you have anything different, Getalinks?
I want to go with A.
You wanna go with A? Robert Strangeland? Stranger in a Strange Land?
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Alright, and the answer is... Asshole wanker! Asshole wanker! Actual answer was... Larry Niven and Jerry Porney, The Moat in God's Eye. Whatever.
Pornelli.
God damn it. Pornelli, really?
Yes.
Alright, whatever. If you knew his name, you should have picked his answer. Damn, he was right. Let me fuck his...
He's the guy that actually invented the way that we take care of wasted radiation.
So in 1974, he wrote a book, The Moat in God's Eye. They actually referenced a pocket computer. So the iRobot never really referenced a pocket computer. There was robots and shit going on, but no one really mentioned like iPhone pocket computer type thing. And then Stranger in a Strange Land, I guess, in 1961 didn't do it either. I know nothing about that one. I know the iRobot since they made a movie. I didn't read any of these books, but here's question number 2. You failed number 1. So, a transdermal... Fuck. I can't read these words. A transdermal scope... No, you're going to see answers. Scopolamine. You got anything? Scopolamine? Alright, I'm covering it up if you want to try to read it. Scopolamine. Scopolamine. Scopolamine? A transdermal scopolamine patch on your shoulder can fight motion sickness. Do you know which science fiction book first described a transdermal drug delivery system? A. Ray Bradbury, The Martian Chronicles in 1950. Philip Dick, Vulcan's Hammer, 1960. Or Philip Dick's The Minority Report in 1956. The Minority Report was made in 1956?
It was written in 1956.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Well, not what they did in the movie, apparently. There's no way that book had what was in the movie.
Yeah.
With, like, mind readers and jetpacks and all that crazy shit?
Yeah.
I'm more digging the whole moving the computer screens with your hands.
Yeah! The glove shit.
Yep.
What? Anyway, that's not the question. The question is transdermal drug delivery system. Which book was it?
Can you read them again for me?
A. Ray Bradbury, The Martian Chronicles, 1950. B. Philip Dick, Vulcan's Hammer, 1960. And C. Also Philip Dick, Phil Your Dick, The Minority Report, 1956. I don't know, Phil Dick.
I know it's Philip Dick. Vulcan's Hammer.
Vulcan's Hammer?
Yes.
And that's your final answer.
That is my answer.
Nice.
Very good. All right. I'll give you one more. This makes or breaks you for the evening. You ready?
Alright. Yep.
All right. Here it goes. In which science fiction book did the concept of electronic books from electronic bookstores first appear? Frederick Pohl, The Age of the Pussyfoot, 1965. Stanislaw Lem, Return from the Stars, 1961. Frank Herbert, Dune, 1965.
I'm gonna go with Stanislaw Lem.
Stanislaw Lem?
Stanislaw Lem.
Still Stanislaw, right?
Yes.
You can say it like an American. Stanislaw. You pronounce every single letter. It's good, right?
Right.
Stanislaw Lem.
Yep.
Return from the Stars, 1961. You actually read that book?
I read every book that you talked about today.
Well, you made it.
However,
Nice.
That is the
some of them
correct
were
answer.
40 years ago.
Return from Stars. That is the correct answer.
Yep.
Really, that is awesome. As soon as I read these questions, I was like, there's only one person in the world I know that could ever possibly attempt to get these right. And that's why you're there. You got 2 out of 3. You missed one, though.
Yeah, well, it's been about 30 years since I read those books.
Well, stick around. We're going to cover some Star Wars here. So, I don't have any weird break music or anything. So, let's move into topic 2. So, the Star Wars, I don't even know what it stands for. Celebration? CVI is what I keep seeing. Have you heard of this?
No.
Just this weekend. Star Wars. I don't even know where it is, but it's out there. Star Wars Celebration. But anyway, I follow a little friend on Twitter called Amy Ratliff. And,
Plan your celebration 6. CVI.
Celebration 6. A V with 1 after it. Yeah, that makes sense. But Mrs.
Doubtfire?
Or Merce, I don't know. But Amy Ratcliffe is a somebody I ended up following on Twitter. Very interesting lady. Her actual Twitter handle is also interesting. It's at Amy_geek. So she writes for Nerd Approved, and I'll have some show notes up for Up Close and Personal with Roxy and the Rancor. So out there, God, I wish I knew where they were. Anyone that's listening knows exactly where the Star Wars convention is. But they have this huge, great Rancor out there. There's some pictures there. She took it upon herself to take some more pictures from all kinds of angles. But the primary picture has it's the biggest thing that tried to kill fucking Luke Skywalker and Jabba's bottom hangar thing, and it's just hanging out there for people to take pictures. That shit is so cool. Let's get some info. Where are they? I wish I knew where they were. But anyway, I move on, and also I'll give another huge type of photo gallery. They have pictures galore. So did you follow any of these? Did you find anything you want to point out?
No, it's a really hard website to look through.
The main website, I
Yeah.
know. I couldn't find anything in there. But the others with the lady doing her job. There's a Death Star sitting in the hall of the hotel, which is uber cool. They have a Lego Stormtrooper. These pictures are awesome. I can't wait to pull more out. They have Stormtrooper. The chairs you sit in out there on the football field and everything, and you can pull out your Star Wars chair. Tailgating. That's it. Piggy banks. You got Jawa. What is it? The guy we hate the most. Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar.
Yeah, you put them in your feet. That's the only appropriate place to ever have a Jar Jar. Anyway.
You know, the coolest thing to me for this
Yeah.
celebration is that Kevin Smith is going to be there.
He should be there now, as we speak. This is going on live.
Okay. Yeah, he's talking about Star Wars.
That Kevin Smith is so amazing. He plays every single movie as like Silent Bob, and so silent, and he always has like one sentence or something out of there. But have you ever seen his show?
Oh, yes.
He is way overly animated.
Yep.
Like insanely. The guy is way happy.
Yep. You'd be too if you had it up.
I imagine. Alright, you got anything else for this? Mr. Geta?
No, I'm good. This is just way too much.
I wish I could go to that too. I want to go to GenCon. I want to go to all of them. But anyway, this brings us to the next review. So here you go. This is you, listen to you. How meta.
Hello again, it's the Alternative One for the Title Unknown podcast. This week, guess what? I'm reviewing another zombie book. Actually, two of them. Doing the Morningstar Strain books. Book 1, Plague of the Dead, and Book 1, Thunder and Ashes, by Z.A. Recht. Plague of the Dead, the first book in the Morningstar saga, by Z.A. Recht is perhaps one of the better zombie stories I've read in a very long time. And I've read my share, as you can tell from past reviews. Every character here is believable. The zombies are both hideous and understated, and the action is mile a minute fast and succinctly described. While there are some questionable events, for instance, a general gets stuck in a tree for lack of planning, the book is a very good read and is reminiscent in some ways and has the same feel as Justin Cronin's Passage, which, by the way, I'll be reviewing later on. Not quite an instant classic, Plague of the Dead will nonetheless entertain you. Two storylines come together in Plague of the Dead to form one cohesive and entertaining story. In the first, a ragtag group of defunct soldiers and civilian survivors of a brutal plague that began in Africa set off on a quest to reach a U.S. government medical facility in Omaha, Nebraska. In the second, a medical researcher who is studying the Morningstar strain during pre-plague, a journalist who leaked the story, and an FBI agent who detained them both escape a government prison on the East Coast and trek west to meet up with the first group. This secret facility, dedicated to researching the plague, is the designated meeting place where the leader of the soldiers and the doctor believe they may find a cure for the virus that's caused the plague. Unfortunately, the infected victims suffer from symptoms often described as appearing zombie-like, and each trek is fraught with danger. Zombies, bandits, and the last remaining government agents make each of the journeys difficult, and the loss is heavy. I recommend this book for post-apocalyptic fiction fans, action-adventure lovers, and zombie freaks from all shambling walks of life. The first book in the series, Plague of the Dead, I give 4 out of 5 stars. Book 2, entitled Thunder and Ashes by Z.A. Recht. Thunder and Ashes is a continuation of the first book in the series and is every bit as good. The pace is as whirlwind fast as Plague of the Dead, and the narrative will keep you turning through action-packed pages to find out what happens next. I enjoyed the two-party quest motifs, flipping back and forth from one group of survivors to the other, but was impressed by Recht's unique two types of zombies, the quick and the dead. Yes, some of the zombies in this series have not completely succumbed to the virus and are as quick and lithe on their feet as normal human beings. The dead zombies, not so much. They shamble, they crawl, they drag themselves towards humanity as expected, but as a force, the two zombie groups are as dangerous together as an entire city full of normal zombies. With that said, Thunder and Ashes lives up to my expectations, and in some ways exceeds the story presented in Plague of the Dead. The characters, now familiar, continue their quest, and the action is even heavier than the first book. All in all, a very entertaining read. I give the book 4 out of 5 stars. The third book in the series, entitled Survivors, was left unfinished at the time of Z.A. Recht's death at the tender age of 26, but is still scheduled for release sometime in 2012. It'll be completed by a ghostwriter. That's all I've got for this week. This is the Alternative One from Southeast Wisconsin for the Title Unknown podcast. Until next week, keep reading.
And that is the Morningstar review. I love the whole zombie aspect. Can't wait. I need to pick up another book. Keeps telling me keep reading. The only thing I can think of is and then I pick up a book and I get so confused.
There are words in your mother tongue.
But they're that good. I mean, how do you translate reading all that to an actual zombie movie? It's really that good when you're telling me that's that good.
Yeah,
You're gonna
really
sell
that
me
good.
eventually.
Yeah, I see it in my head when I'm reading it. I see the movie.
And the movies never raise up to what you can see, huh?
That's true.
That bugs me. I want to read it, but I don't want to spend the time to read it. Sounds good, though.
They are.
Sounds very good. All right.
So would this be a good time to pop in our interview with our Konami friends about the upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh events and things like that?
Want to drop that one in, or do you want to drop it in at the end?
We could drop it in at the end. Or here. Here's good too.
Here's good too?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. I just have to find it in 1 second. And to take that 1 second, I can give you.
Alright, so this is going to be, while I was on location down at GenCon, I did get a chance to stop over at the Konami booth and discuss...
I want to give some background, that's better.
Let me know when you're ready.
No, it's better for you to give some background.
Okay. So, I stopped at the Konami booth to be able to discuss with our friends at Konami about the upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh! Expansions and releases and new events and new products coming out, and I was able to sit down with Jason and Don and get some insider feedback about everything.
Alright, I found it. Good? Let's start it up. Here we go.
Alright, so this is Getalinks on site at GenCon. We're talking to Don and Jason from Konami, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the upcoming exciting things going on in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, Jason?
Yep, so typically we have 2 sets of tin releases per year. This year we're adding a third coming out in January. We're pretty excited about it. It's just one tin. It's the Prophecy Destroyer tin, but we are featuring artwork for one of the first times ever that's not created in Japan. So we have new fantasy artwork that we're showing off on this tin that is from an artist outside of Japan.
Okay, and how are you finding these artists?
Our art procurement team has been actually going through at Comic-Con. They're here at GenCon, and they're looking for new talent to use.
Very cool.
See that it's a little edgier. It's a little bit of a departure from what we've done in the past. Yeah, instead of
I'm liking the
traditional anime
Prophecy
art.
Destroyer, and it looks very ominous.
Other than that, we have Return of the Duelist coming out end of August. This weekend is the sneak peek for the event. So we're doing a sneak preview of it right here at GenCon and at hobby stores across the nation.
Okay. What are some of the cards that are going to be in that set? Anything game-changing?
Well, this is one of our core boosters, and there are going to be 6 brand new themes or new takes on old themes introduced in Return of the Duelist. One of the ones is going to be a new sort of spellcaster.
Okay.
So we're kind of bringing back spellcasters, adding support cards to it.
Yeah, they kind of vanished for a while.
Yeah, so it's we're going to be bringing that back in Return of the Duelist, and we're going to be building on it in Abyss Rising, the next core booster coming out in November. But before that, beginning of October, we have the Legendary Collection 3.
I heard this is going to be very hot.
Right. There's a couple cool things about it. This is the second year we're doing a Mega Pack. Mega Pack is a 9-card pack that will have 1 card of each rarity in it. So in this pack, you'll get 1 secret rare, 1 ultra rare, 1 super rare, and a regular rare card, and 5 commons.
Nice.
So there will be 5 Mega Packs per Legendary Collection, as well as a seal of Orichalcos. This is one of the most requested cards from the classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Animated series. So we're finally printing it and making it a playable card.
So this card has never been around?
It has never been printed before.
All right, we'll have to get a picture of that one.
Yep. And then also, first time we're introducing game boards as an alternative to the rubber game mat. So it's kind of a fold-out board, sort of like a tabletop game board that you would use at home for other games.
I'm liking them. They look very...
So it's 2-sided. So one side will have the card zones, one side will just be artwork. Depends on what the players like.
Okay.
They could use either side. And the rest of the year we'll have another structure deck coming out. We'll also have a special edition for Return of the Duelist, as well as Abyss Rising. And we have some accessory products coming out as well.
Actually, some card boxes.
We'll have a deck box. We've released one of these 2 years ago with 5D's Yu-Gi-Oh artwork. So we're refreshing this because we're going to a generalized brand logo. So this is going to be the new logo. And then we also have card sleeves featuring the Seal of Orichalcos.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yep, that's what we've got going on Q4 and going into Q1 of 2013.
Excellent. And I've got a schedule of your upcoming products.
Yep.
All right, we'll get that posted on the website. Don, is there anything you want to add?
No, I think Jason hit it on the head.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
See what you got, boy!
Yeah, I do apologize for some of that quality. We were sitting in the middle of the convention hall, and it was kind of hard to hear sometimes, but I think we got most of what Jason was talking about. It sounds very interesting coming out.
Very much.
Great idea.
I'm really excited about that new Seal of Orichalcos card that has never been created and never been printed, and this is the first time since the game's been released that players have actually gotten something that they've asked for about it, and it's coming to print now.
So, what was Caligos? Caligos? Is that the name?
Calidos?
No, what was the name of the card?
Seal of Orichalcos.
Orichalcos. I mean, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And everything. I just don't know that card.
It's a card that was actually in the TV show, but was never actually created.
I watched a lot of TV shows, but I guess I dropped off.
I do remember seeing it. We're
years.
talking, I believe, original Yu-Gi.
Oh, original Yu-Gi is all White Dragon. No, I know all the original Yu-Gi.
Well, I didn't get a chance to really look at the card. It was behind glass, so we'll see what it looks like when it comes out.
No, I remember when we went back in the day. We actually went to go see. It was Blizzard at the time, and it was the miniature game and the TCG. They were talking about the Ice Crown Citadel booster pack, the card game. And you know how bad I wanted jump drives of images and everything, and they wouldn't give it. We were sitting there in their back room. We were playing their board game.
I remember that. Yeah.
We were playing their board game and everything, but we sat there in the back room, and I was like, all right, TCG cards, come on. They're like, yeah, we're going to make Arthas as a card. It's like, you can't make Arthas as a card. It's like, no, it's a raid deck. This is all made out, like, you know, all the 4 people that came into the raid, and the game represented it too. And I'm sure by now they also made into the Cataclysm. They continue on. But man, I love the extension that there's a game outside of the game, in the game, or with the game and everything. Kind of miss playing with cards.
Well, we could always play again. I'm still into the games.
Don't miss it too much. I still have a bunch of cards, but I guess they're not legal anymore. Say all my old cards are overpowered or something.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime you want to take me on, I'll go for it.
I still have Yu-Gi-Oh! God cards. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll play my God card.
Anyway.
What's the gold guy? You just need 3, 4, 4.
Exodia?
4 stars. You just need 3, 4 stars to sacrifice them to bring out the gold guy.
I don't have the gold.
Or is that the blue guy? I don't know. I got the God cards. The God card doesn't even tell you how to use it. It's like ancient history on how you use it. I say I can do this just because I've heard this the way it works.
Yeah.
You just lose. Hold on. I got a card. This just says you lose.
I win.
That's all. It's an I win card.
When you play this card, you win.
That's pretty much how the God cards boil down to. But I can't wait to hear more from Konami and everything else.
And let's not forget that we still have the Wizards of the Coast. They're we've still got that magic deck that we're willing to give away to the next person that emails you.
Oh, anyone. We can do a 1, 2, 3 shot if anyone wants to actually start pulling in. But if you're actually holding your breath and you think that you're listening to the episode and you're like, oh, someone must have won it already. No, go ahead. Send an email, formatentity@gmail.com, and give it a shot.
And as a matter of fact, while I was down there talking to Konami, they were nice enough to give us 2 championship playmats that are only available to the world champions and things like that, so we can give those away too. So if you want a playmat or if you want the Magic starter deck, just put that in your email which one you'd want, and we can get that out to you.
Yep, every week. 1 week a winner. Every 1 week there's a winner. And you don't count out one. God. Really? Alright. So I do have it in front of me, this 3D eye thing. You actually did some research. I had this in old past show notes within, I think this was actually first came across in episode 2. But I kept hiding it because I don't understand it. I've never figured it out. It never worked for me. So Getalinks, tell me, what is 3D eye thing?
This is just basically a kind of image where one image is slightly off-center than the other images, and you put them side by side with each other, cross your eyes just a little bit, and between the 2 images you can see a 3D image of the 2.
A 3D image of the 2. So is this the old school funky eye cross thing or what?
This is those old stereogram ones where you had all those dots and you couldn't actually see the image until you kind of half relaxed your eyes and things like that. But this is a lot easier to do. It's actually kind of fun. And I did, while I was down at GenCon, I did take a couple snapshots and try and do it myself. And it is very possible my image didn't look quite as good as this guy.
I got a fucking ad while I'm trying to do that shit. That's fucking gay. Fucking
yeah, my image didn't look quite as good as these 3D images, but I think if I practiced a little more than a single picture, I might actually get it down pat.
Alright, I'm trying to give it a try. No, I don't get shit. Dude, I'm gonna be the fat guy. What was that? Fucking Clerks? That big guy? Do you remember that?
Never saw the movie.
Clerks?
Yep.
Oh my god. Alt 1, back me up.
What do you need?
Clerks.
What about it?
You didn't see the movie?
Of course.
Yeah, the guy that was staring at the picture in the mall. Like, the whole movie.
Yes.
I couldn't figure it out, and the little kid walked up and he's like, oh wow, a sailboat. I think that's what they're trying to tell me to do with this, but that same technique, I can do that shit. I mean, you give me that picture, I can do that picture. But this 3D picture, I can't do it.
Don't worry, I have trouble with it myself.
Do you have the dock up?
No, I don't, but I know what he's talking about. I have total trouble seeing all those.
Did you try to do this thing?
I have not. No, not that one.
I'm trying. Hold on. I see 4 doors. I want to get it down to 2 doors. Hold on. I'm gonna focus my eyes a little bit more. Hold on. 3 doors? I only want 1 more door gone. No, they're always split. I'm gonna figure this shit out offline. I'm gonna have to sit there and stare at this fucking picture for a couple hours, I guess. No, I understand you figured this shit out. Fuck you. Oh, I can't hear you. You turned your mic off.
Helps turn that on, yeah.
Yeah, you're sitting there bragging.
Well, it's because I'm that good at these things. Stereograms are pretty much cake, too.
no one else can hear you brag.
Yeah, it's like if you
They heard
if
me
you brag in
getting
the
pissed
forest,
off.
does it actually stereogram?
Is that what it's called? It's photograph. Photograph, stereograph.
No, these things. Remember these?
Oh yeah, that's the ones I can actually do.
Well, that's the same way to do it. You look at these, figure that out, then do the pit.
I
3D
tried
image.
it.
Oh,
I
you're
tried
such
it.
a
I tried it.
failure.
No, I can do that shit. I can
These
do that
aren't as
shit in
cool
a
though because
second.
you got to figure out exactly what the heck it is.
That's
like I
even
can see
more
them,
fun.
but it's dinosaur, I think. But
Maybe,
yeah.
probably. Now, all you need is someone to prove you wrong.
Exactly.
That's what I don't like about the other one. Is that they're both clear pictures, and you can tell what they are. It's no challenge. You can just go, I could have faked it. I totally could have. I didn't see anything, but I totally could have faked it. I could have said, oh, wow, that totally looks 3D. That's way cool. I could have totally faked it. But no, I didn't see shit.
I'm glad you're so honest.
But I could.
I'm
who's
sure,
wrong?
and you would be
Those stereographs can prove anyone wrong.
Oh, yeah,
what
I
is
suppose.
it? What is it?
Well, half the time you don't even know what they are, though. You're looking at them, you see the shape, and you're just thinking, I don't know what the hell that is.
Exactly.
I can
the
see it, but I don't know what
No.
it is.
The buildings, the the other ones we were just looking at. No, I could just say, oh wow, that looks 3D. It looks like two pictures right next to each other. That looks
3.
totally.
So you already
3D.
failed because it's actually 3.
It totally looks like they're totally next to each other. It's totally.
They do
cool.
though, don't they? Isn't it pretty cool?
Oh yeah. No, it's not as cool as the other thing. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But anyway, we have topic 3. We gotta wrap up. We're kind of running pretty good. So this is a fun story. Do you got it up?
Yes.
Mr. Robot, Japanese BB Gatling gun toting, Mr. Something smoking. I don't know what robots smoke.
Maybe I'm not getting this. Why is everything grayed out?
Curatas. Oh, you gotta push. I don't know. That thing right there.
This?
Just click it.
Oh,
It
I
doesn't
see.
fucking matter.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
Yeah. So.
Curatas Mecha.
Yeah, Curatas. I watched this video earlier. This video actually runs like 4 minutes. I don't want to play the whole thing, but I'll give you a breakdown. So, dreams of piloting a huge fighting robot could become reality for anyone with $1.35 million. You got
This
your
thing moves at top speed of 6 miles an hour. Holy cow, that thing chucks.
Do you got your pinky up in the air? $1.35 million. You have a war robot. The only problem is 13-foot tall Goliath, which is awesome, but it fires a BB gun. And as you said, what, 6 miles per hour?
6 miles.
It's a diesel engine.
Oh, well, at least it's good on gas.
The thing can raise up and drop down. You can get a higher point of perspective. You actually sit and board this robot, and it has a heads-up display. It has a touch screen interface. You totally have to. I cannot give this so much credit. You totally have to follow the link. Go to the show notes. Click the button of the crazy-ass robot. You have to do it. The Curatas. It's Curatas.
Oh, you can control it with your smartphone, though. There you go.
You can remotely control it, but do you know what fires its weapon?
I don't even see that.
The BB gun, the Gatling gun.
Where do you see that?
It also has a water rocket launcher.
Water rocket launcher.
Well, you could put something else in there, but it comes equipped with water. But the BB gun, I don't know. I guess
I don't know where you're seeing this BB gun part. Oh, there it goes. Fires a BB gun. BB Gatling gun.
Yeah,
By
it's a BB
simply
gun.
smiling or laughing maniacally in the cockpit.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, because I'd be smiling and laughing the whole time I was walking with it.
Well, as soon as you actually pick your target, and you're like, all right, I want to shoot somebody, and you smile, and you start shooting somebody, and they start dancing around like they're getting shot by BBs.
Yeah,
you don't think you're going to smile more?
I think I might start laughing maniacally.
Laughing maniacally?
Even worse, what about people who like are messing around with like their spouse or something? Hey, honey, and you just kind of smile pretending to want to shoot her, but you actually shoot her in the ass. And it's like, oh shit, I shot my wife, and then you just start laughing uncontrollably.
That gun will never turn off until it's out of ammo.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is a guaranteed. This robot is built. It can drive 6 miles per hour. It's got a diesel engine. You can sit inside of it. It got a head-up display.
What about those people who like actually?
But if you smile, you're gonna unload all your ammo.
So what about those people that like somebody falls down and you laugh because it's one of those embarrassing laughs because you don't mean to laugh because you feel bad they fell, but you still laugh at them a little bit. What about those people? You accidentally shoot somebody in the ass and you're like kind of feeling bad, but you start laughing about it and then you just unload on the person.
But it's even funnier because once the BB hits them, they kind of jerk in an awkward way.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny,
Yeah,
and then you
that,
laugh
like,
harder.
They do that,
and then you laugh harder, and you laugh harder, and it's even more funny because there's how many BBs?
600 rounds later.
600. This thing keeps firing off while you're laughing, and you're just sitting in the cockpit.
I'm thinking there might be I'm hoping there's a safety on this.
No, there's no external one. If you think it's funny, it's good to unload. But I guess the safety is it costs $1.35 million.
Well, see, the 1.35 is the starting price. The add-ons and everything, like the paint color, pilot seating options, and mech weapon accessories add to the price tag. So I'm betting the safety's probably another like $3 million or something.
Damn it. Well, there's another cool little robot that's actually been coming around. I've seen this on Fox News and also on Weird Things Web. This is called the Real Life Star Wars Speeder Bike. So, this thing is sitting out there in the desert of California. It's the firm Aerofax. They have revolutionized hover flight and designed a model that responds to natural balance instead of relying on computer navigation or flight software or anything. So, they actually built this unit to sit there and hover and detect your weight difference. So if you lean to the left, it's going to go to the left. You lean to the right. You don't have to map something in. It's going to control your flight path. You know, that's the way normal.
It looks like there's just two big fans underneath it.
Yeah, that's probably the case. I mean, have you seen the weirdest thing off this website? If you follow this website, there's actually a 1940, the first hovercraft. In 1940s was a big balloon with a fan underneath it. But now they're doing it better. It's two fans, and you can actually control the two fans off the two hands.
I'm digging the post from this user Optimus past my prime. I'll get excited when they put lasers on it.
Oh, lasers is a great improvement. But you do know America has big-ass laser on a fucking boat that can shoot missiles and shit, right?
Okay.
That's awesome. That's cool shit. I'll find the article someday. I have nothing to prove that. That's just happy format drinking talk. But this thing is real. It's been in Fox News. It's been in Weird News, which is always fun. It's been in AOL News. You can actually fly around on a hover bike. Think it's that hard to put missiles on it?
Oh, I'm honestly, if you shot a missile off it, you'd probably fly backwards because it's all a matter of balance.
How about a Gatling gun on each side that responds to a smile? That can't be that hard, right?
I'm sure not.
Ah, it wasn't too hard for the other one. If this thing does more than 6 miles per hour, we're in the win. This is made in America. Just strap on a couple Gatling guns. We're good. Right?
I'm digging it.
Yeah. Let's go. Alright. Let's close it up. So, we are still sitting on the same deck of cards. Do you want to up the stakes or anything? You just want to leave it at the same thing? Or?
Well, I did add the choice of the cards or the championship playmat.
It was an and or situation, I think, last time. Let's just give it a give all.
Well, we can't do that because we have 2 different sponsors there.
Well, no, not like a give all, but like a first person gets 2, the third gets 1.
2 what?
I thought you said placemat. There's a card deck and there's also a Juko or
Oh, that's
something.
right, the Kaijudo starter deck too. We
With
could
the
do the
Magic
2. We could do the
and
Magic
the
and the
other-
Kaijudo deck, and then the championship playmat for the second place person.
And we can do that
Or first
all at
place
once
person.
if
Sure.
it works.
Sure.
But my bet is on no one.
I bet we'll have a massive run on them.
All right, prove me wrong. Follow at format_entity, and what was yours?
At Getaversal.
Getaversal. And if you
Getalinks
can't
and
spell that,
Universal together.
if you can't spell that, go ahead and log into www.thetitleiunknown.com and contact us. We have our Twitter names, we have our emails, and everything's there. Send us feedback. Tell us what you want to hear, and we'll cover it. We keep finding our stories, we keep picking it up, and we'll dig in there, and we'll have some fun. So please, send your feedback, and we will cover it.
Don't you need to give a code word for this week?
I really don't know. I can.
Well, I think you should.
You did? I should?
Actually, the alternative one should do it.
Alternative one, you still around?
I'm here.
How have you been doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Alright. You got a word? A single word that no one else will know. Give us our word.
The word is Dahlgren.
I can't even spell that word. I wouldn't even recognize that word as it came in through me.
Very good. It's a book that was written by Samuel R. Delaney.
How about something our users can actually understand?
Spell maybe?
Oh, come on.
You could send me the spelling so I can recognize it, but maybe no one else will know it.
Like if you want to stay literally, how about like pen?
Or
It's counterproductive.
You guys are killing me, man.
you got something fun. Come on, pick a word. Any word.
Book. Book sounds good. I mean, something like that.
We'll go with.
What was that?
We'll go with book.
All I hear is windows.
Book.
I think he said he'll go with book.
Oh, you'll go with book.
Book.
Book is the word. Send it on in. Alright. So in closing, thank you and thank everyone. The first person that emails book, you get something special. The second person that emails book gets a little something too, I guess.
And you can choose which one you want. Just put it in the email, and we'll let you know if that choice is still available.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pick that from what he said. So, it's been a great night. Thank you, all of you, for joining us for the Title Unknown podcast, episode 5, and Mr. Alternative One. Thank you for joining in. We didn't get to hear much. I think we overtalked you a lot, huh?
Yeah, I was just kind of listening in. It's all good.
That's good to have you.
Good to be had.
And Mr. Getalinks,
Yeah.
anything to part on?
Nope.
Nope. Anything that you think is interesting coming up next week?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm sure we'll have a very exciting show next week either way.
Very next week, as long as we land on the third first next week.
On the what?
Doctor Who.
Oh,
1 week.
jeez.
1 week away. Not
I
only
still have to
that.
finish season 6.
Oh my God. I'm
No,
telling
season
you.
5. What's on Netflix now? Season 5?
I don't know. But I know August 28th. August 28th changes the World of Warcraft as we know it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think I might be quitting Star Wars by the way too.
August 28th, so just a few days away, World of Warcraft changes as we know it. All the materials and talent
August
points
28th?
and all that. Yeah, that's next Tuesday.
That's 4 days from now.
Yep.
That's when Mist comes out?
No.
Oh.
That's just when our talents and all that stuff changes. We
Oh,
have to
wow.
we have to be able to understand that before Mist comes out, before we level up. A lot of their talents and the way things work, the warriors, warlocks.
Well, we'll talk about it next week.
All
Gives us
right.
something to,
But
we already
then-
have first subject.
But then after 28, next week is 31, and then the day after we record is Doctor Who Day. That is flipping killer. I can't wait. I can't wait. Anyway, you're supposed to like keep kicking me in the ass to say get me to Hawaii or something. I mean,
I was just waiting for you to say it. I
I'm
wanted
like
you to say it, and you did. I got you to say it.
I'm like dedicated to you.
I
to
got you
get
to
to
say
that.
it.
I'll keep talking about Doctor Who and World of
No,
Warcraft.
you said take me to Hawaii. I heard
will.
you.
I will. I'll keep talking about Doctor Who and.
Oh,
and,
please, God, just take me to Hawaii then.
Yeah, I could try to find that route.
All right, well, this is Getalinks. I'm logging off. Later, guys.